Oh, I am on live on Full Time Devils. News has just broken that Wayne Rooney is staying at Manchester United till at least the end of the season. Sorry about that, guys. I was just trying to fix my lights. Is that better or is that worse? Probably a little bit worse. So we'll just bang those off. Bang that one off. But anyway, reports came out today that Rooney is staying at United and he is not moving to China. There were reports that Paul Stretford was over in China trying to sort out a deal for Wayne Rooney, who potentially could move there at the end of the season. But the statement on the BBC pretty much reads as Rooney is staying. Repeat, Rooney is staying. Good news, I think, for Manchester United, giving United another option, in attacking midfield and up front as a striker if needs be. You're thinking we've probably only got Zlatan who can play as a target man up top, and as a number 10, Wayne Rooney's done quite well in the 4-2-3-1, combining with the likes of Mkhitaryan and Juan Mata. But in terms of where we're going with Manchester United, it could be potentially the right move. In the summer, heavily linked with Antoine Griezmann and Emmanuel Petit coming out today and saying that he's definitely coming to Manchester United, which I am pretty happy about. But anyway, what do you guys think about the news? Are you happy that Rooney's staying? Are you sad that Rooney's staying? Are you mad as anything? Just moving on to the comments, got a lot of yays. He should go to the US, potentially, yeah. Rooney is staying because he knows he is, because China, he knows he's average. And we've got a lot of daddy shouts, but that is the wrong branding. Statman Dave, of course. Make sure you jump onto YouTube later on and check out some of my stuff, because I've been dropping a lot of videos lately. But anyway, if you're just joining us, Rooney is staying at Manchester United. A good thing until the end of the season. What he's given Manchester United in his career is goals, his work rate, his tenacity. In the last 5 Premier League seasons, he's scored 51 goals, the most of any Manchester United player, and has registered 36 assists in the Premier League, which is only bettered than David Silva and Mesut Ozil. So Rooney still has that potential work rate. The only problem with Rooney in recent years is potentially Louis van Gaal moving him to central midfield, moving him back, which didn't really suit his game, and unfortunately he's not evolved, so, like Paul Scholes or like other players in the past that have moved from different positions. You think of Ryan Giggs, a flamboyant attacking winger, moving into central midfield in the later days of his career and getting United to a Champions League final. But anyway, guys, I want to say thumbs up or thumbs down for Rooney staying at United till the end of the season. For me, a big thumbs up. But make sure you get into the comments about that. We need Rooney. Armin shouts out, how do you know about that? Stay forever. Other people are saying, yes, boy, classic Rooney, Wazza, all sorts of things. A lot of positive things going on in the comments. What do you think about him starting the League Cup final? Could be an interesting one, given United have looked quite good in the 4-2-3-1 with Henrik Mkhitaryan as a number 10. But obviously Mkhitaryan has picked up a hamstring injury and reportedly isn't going to make the final. What about Rooney going in there? He's looked quite good, combining with the likes of Juan Mata. Obviously Mkhitaryan and Juan Mata together have been quite good. Could Rooney be a good replacement? Obviously Michael Carrick out injured as well. Do you guys want to see Marouane Fellaini back into the team? Me personally, even though I appreciate what Marouane Fellaini can do for Manchester United as a target man, as a defensive midfielder, he isn't quite the right piece when you put him in midfield with Herrera and Pogba. So Rooney could be that perfect man. Do you want to see Rooney joining the first team squad and getting into that starting 11 for the League Cup final? He should start with getting shouts. Stay till retirement. Yeah, that's quite a good option. He's a good leader in the dressing room. Another thing that came out today, Harry Redknapp saying that Arsenal potentially should look at Wayne Rooney in the summer because they need a leader. Obviously, they're built like absolute paper over at the Emirates. No leaders in that dressing room at all, crumbling as anything. But let's go quickly read the comments that are absolutely flying through. No to Fellaini, please. That is a comment sent in from Surrey. Mourinho convinced him to stay. Potentially he did. That is an interesting one. Mourinho's man management has pushed Rooney to the side in recent weeks, or the injury that has come and it's gone. But it's kind of been for the better for the side. We've seen some really good football in recent weeks. I think probably the best football we've seen since Sir Alex Ferguson left. The game against Watford, the game against Leicester City, the first leg against Saint-Etienne. Some really decent performances in there. Potentially not Saint-Etienne, actually. United were a bit rubbish there. Zlatan saved the day. So we've got some shouts in. We've got Rooney on the left-hand side. Martial on the left. Rooney as a 10. Mata on the right. I quite like that. Ibra as a striker coming in from Abhishek. The EFL Cup. Cheeky Sport is in the building. Hi guys, how's it going? Cheeky Sport Dave, come on! I'll be there at Wembley, so hopefully me and Dave could do some high fives, some chest bumps, and then maybe some fist bumps as well. But anyway, yes, the cheeky lads, of course, coming in and joining the stream. Rooney on the bench for the final, that could be a good one. The other thing with Marouane Fellaini in the League Cup final, he's done quite well in Wembley in recent years. You think of the game against Everton, scored the first vital goal, then the final, got the assist for the first, and then very involved in the second goal. But obviously Rooney potentially would be the better guy there. But anyway, if you've just joined us, Wayne Rooney is staying at Manchester United. He released a statement today, this evening, saying that he's going to stay at United till the end of the summer. Despite the interest which has been shown from other clubs, which I'm grateful for, I want to end speculation and say that I am staying at Manchester United, and I hope to be playing a full part in the team and fighting for success on all four fronts. Remember, 4 fronts for Manchester United: the Europa League, the League Cup, and of course the FA Cup, and then finally the Premier League. The Premier League title race is potentially out of reach for Manchester United, but the top 4 is definitely on. With United not playing a few games in the Premier League, they're going to miss some out. They may have that sort of catch-up period where they'll be able to chase down the likes of Liverpool, City, which can be really positive. And having someone like Wayne Rooney in the squad to come on and score the goals and so forth could be very, very positive. Maybe a 4-4-2 with Fellaini and Ibrahimovic up front. That could be quite nice. So that's coming in from Abdul. I would quite like to see that. We've seen it before. It didn't quite work, but it tested the team. I think that was one of the games where Mourinho actually switched it up and United got a win, so maybe let's do that. Any news on Mkhitaryan? Apparently he is out injured for the game. That's what Jose Mourinho had to say after the game against Saint-Etienne, but we never know with Mourinho. He's a tricky customer. But anyway, we're talking about Wayne Rooney. What do you think he's done for Manchester United? Do you think he should be considered a legend, given another contract? What do you guys reckon? Let's go through some comments right now. Unfortunately, Mkhitaryan will miss the game. Yes, come in. Hi Dave. Cheers, buddy. Good stuff. The next football podcast will be out very shortly. Just a shout out there. Laughing my arse off. That is a good one there. Nothing rude coming in. This guy is so ugly. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, guys. That is absolutely awesome. Fellaini, no. From being something, it's going far too quick. But remember to share this stream. Tell all your friends about that Wayne Rooney is staying at Manchester United till the end of the season. That is the breaking news that has come out this evening. He's shunted interest from China. Apparently he was rumoured to move to Cannavaro's team. That was one of the options, but apparently the talk completely broke down. He scored 250 goals for Manchester United. He's the record goal scorer, and he's made a pretty big impact at the club. You know, go back to the days of combining with Carlos Tevez, combining Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best front threes that United have ever seen going forward in the Champions League. Obviously the 2007-2008 season, that front three was absolutely ruthless, with Wayne Rooney playing a key role, either playing as a striker or playing on the left wing. His wages are a big one. Yes, that is something that we should probably talk about. His wages reported to be on over £300,000 per week, and maybe there are some opinions in the media today that Rooney was potentially pushing for this China deal so he'd get a new United contract. You know, remember, go back to the last time that he did that, said that he wanted to leave the club and so forth, and got a massive contract at United for 5 years, then again signed with David Moyes on. But I think he's done all right this season. I don't think he's been as bad as people have made out. You know, you go back to the Hull City game, shows great composure, end of the game to get that assist from Marcus Rashford. In fact, Wayne Rooney's registered more assists than any other Manchester United player in the Premier League this season, which is pretty crazy. Of course, if Zlatan could finish some of Pogba's chances, Pogba would be leading the way there, but Rooney has done all right, and I think that's something that we've got to appreciate, that he could still provide a role. And considering we have all these games, it's sort of like going back to the 99 season where we had a game every 3 to 4 days in the last 2 months of the season, I think from March to May. I think it was every single 3 to 4 games, 3 to 4 days, we had a game. That could potentially happen with the Europa League, with the FA Cup. Obviously, we're going to get the League Cup out the way this weekend. I'm hoping to get a big United win. It's going to be a good game. Big question I had before: will Rooney start in the League Cup final following this news? Love you, Dave. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. 700 people watching. Let's get it up to the 1,000. Let's get it into the big K. Make everybody happy about this. Rooney to lift the FA Cup, League Cup and Europa League. That would be absolutely banging. Make sure to like and share and comment on this video. Hopefully I'll be able to read some of them out as well. We've got some more shouts out for a 4-4-2 with Rooney and the Zlatman up front. There's a big one, by Dybala, Antoine Griezmann to replace Wayne Rooney in the summer. I'd probably prefer, at the moment, Griezmann over Dybala. Phil Dybala's got a little bit of more work to do before he gets up to the level of someone like Antoine Griezmann. He's been a little bit inconsistent in the last few weeks, but has shown moments of brilliance over his career. Fantastic Argentinian technical attacker. But anyway, the plastic treble is on, guys. Wayne Rooney is going to be lifting the Europa League, the FA Cup and the League Cup come the end of the season. And I fully expect Wayne Rooney to be part of that, whether it is playing games in either of those competitions. He's shown some pretty decent form in the FA Cup. Obviously, the game against Wigan, he played quite well, so he's definitely there. Definitely there, of course. So the other big question as well: who to replace Michael Carrick at the weekend? Is it going to be Bastian Schweinsteiger, Marouane Fellaini, or do you want to see someone like Wayne Rooney come in, or maybe Juan Mata to number 10? Get into the comments about that. Love your content, mate. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Pointless from Connor Roberts. What's pointless? Rooney staying to the end of the season? I don't think so. I'd say that it's a decent move for United. Dybala, the next Lionel Messi. Well, he's got the potential, and he's got a killer of a left foot as well. Rashford to start could be a good option. Potentially even going with a 4-4-2. We saw that against a game earlier on in the season. I can't remember who it was, but Rashford up front with Zlatan didn't quite work out. It was Leicester City, in fact. Mkhitaryan moved to the number 10 slot. But it could be an option, given that Southampton do play out the back a little bit, and without Van Dijk, they've got a little bit of a problem there. So if we can force them to play out of the back, then nick the ball, score some goals, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Juan Mata at number 10, we're having shouts. Bastian coming back into the squad. Love your stats. Some more stats to come. Bastian is a big choice, or maybe even Daley Blind to replace him. But I've quite liked Daley Blind at left fullback. He's been absolutely fantastic in the last few games, really showing his form. I think against Saint-Etienne, he was my man of the match. 3 interceptions, 3 tackles, 1. Was good going forward. That lovely overlap for to make the space for Juan Mata's delivery into the box for the goal. Brilliant stuff from Daley Blind. The Dutchman is improving under Jose Mourinho. Pereira to replace Carrick. Unfortunately, he's on loan at Granada, so that can't happen so quickly. But anyway, if you're just joining us, news has broken this evening that Wayne Rooney is staying at Manchester United until the end of the season. Good news for me for Manchester United, keeping one of their attackers. Obviously didn't strengthen the team at all in January and let a few players go. Memphis Depay going to Lyon, who grabbed his first assist at the weekend. And of course, Morgan Schneiderlin over to Everton. So keeping Wayne Rooney for me is probably the clever thing to do. People are shouting Fellaini number 10 now. That is crazy. I think that's going to get a lot of beef. Who the F are you? Well, I am Statman Dave. You can find me on Twitter and find me on YouTube. Fosu Mensah to replace Carrick, Dave. That could be quite nice. I'd quite like to see him step up, but maybe it's a little bit too much of a big game for the young lad, and Mourinho may not trust him. But I'd quite like to see that eventual evolution there. I've called for Antoine Griezmann signing in the summer. Potentially not even replacing Michael Carrick, just evolving the team. There's a few Statman daddies jumping into the comments as well. Thanks, Adam McCall, for that, mate. You're a great guy. Really working on this consistent level of branding that I've been putting around. Rooney is a legend and deserves more respect. That's coming from Ahmed. Remember to subscribe, of course, to me on YouTube, and I think potentially it could be time to leave you guys. But thanks for joining us. Big news: Wayne Rooney stays at Manchester United until the end of the season. I am happy about that. It's going to be great. Rooney's going to be... You can just see this happening. Rooney, stepping up in one of these big finals or these big games. A Europa League semi, or potentially the FA Cup final. Wayne Rooney at United till the end of the season. Anyway, guys, I've been Statman Dave on Full Time Devils. If you want to see more of this face, jump onto YouTube, smash in Statman Dave, and hit that subscribe button. But anyway, guys, see you later. Have a good evening. Rooney staying at Manchester United. Come on! Bye-bye.